I don't know what to say. It looked like there was a lot more energy from the Aggies tonight. Looked like there was a little bit more. Uh, I mean, defensively, the game plan worked to perfection. They held Reed Nottage and Trey Armstrong to 5 points. Those two combined for 37 last night in the win for CBU. So huge night for the Aggies. Jabari Rice, who we all thought was going to be dealing with a heel injury, finished with a team-high 20 points for the Aggies on 7 of 10 shooting. That's offensively efficient. I mean, that's amazing. Showing kind of that WAC player of the year notion that everybody put on his back. So, maybe this is the game that kind of wakes up the Aggies. I know people on Twitter are all excited about Marcus Watson in his debut. Well, not debut because he played 5 minutes last night, but came into the game, had 8 points, and then had the little windmill two-hand dunk late in the game. So Aggies just shot the ball really well, nearly 60%. They were 10 of 25 from deep. That's really the name of the game, is the way they shot the ball, because every other stat is pretty even across the board. Maybe the only one that's bigger is the turnovers. The Aggies forced 18 turnovers, had 23 points off those turnovers. So overall, good night for the Aggies. Like I said, the last time that they lost to CBU, January 2019, the Aggies won 31 straight WAC games until those losses at GCU last weekend. So who knows if it could happen, but tonight was a really good way to get maybe the burden off their shoulders of getting that first conference win with all that they've dealt with this season. So unfortunately for you Aggie fans, I don't think the WAC Player of the Week is coming out of New Mexico State. Darian Trammell had another 30-point night for Seattle tonight as the Redhawks split with Dixie in a 77-56 win at Burns Arena tonight. It's the second night in a row that Darian Trammell's had 30 points. And here's the kicker for me. Riley Grigsby didn't play this weekend. Okay, Riley Grigsby averages almost 19 points a game. And so Darian Trammell was the focal point for the Redhawks. He still scored 30. He scored 30 points Friday night, 30 points tonight. There's no reason he should have had 30 points. I'm sorry. Make somebody else on Seattle's team beat you. Fortunately, Dixie didn't do that tonight. And I guess my internet, connection keeps going in and out. I'm sorry if it's a little sketchy, but Darian Trammell will be the WAC Player of the Week. Pretty confident about that. Seattle earns a split. I don't know how my power rankings are going to go this week because of the splits, because of the fact that a lot of teams didn't play. We saw UTRGV lose in heartbreaking fashion tonight to Texas Southern. Crazy tip-in to give I don't even know their mascot's name. To give Texas Southern a 77-75 win over the Vaqueros. But either way, one name I want to point out for New Mexico State, though, is Will McNair. That guy had 12 points, was 5 of 6 from the field, even hit a three-pointer right after I said that he was having a really good game. So credit to him. He really made it tough for Gorjak Gak to kind of get going. He was more physical with him, and so it kind of forced Gorjak Gak out of his regular kind of game plan. But either way, what is this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Aggies got in the ball game tonight. How do you like them apples? And the starters didn't even play the last 5 minutes of the game. So good win for New Mexico State. Good win for Seattle. Both teams came in winless in WAC play. Now everybody has a win in the WAC. Like I said, another fun weekend of WAC hoops. Obviously, both New Mexico State and Seattle bounced back from last night's losses in really dominating fashion. It's going to be a fun stretch run here as we get, into late February, into early March. Looking for some fun games. Dixie State is at Utah Valley next weekend. That should be a fun, renewal of the rivalry. Let's see here. UTRGV is at CBU. That'll be a fun series. Tarleton State has off again because they're supposed to play Chicago State. Obviously, we know what happened there. Dixie State's at Utah Valley. New Mexico State has to go to the Pacific Northwest to take on Seattle. And it looks like GCU is supposed to have off. So the Lopes can get healthy. Tarleton, won in dominating fashion against a non-D1 tonight. No offense, Tarleton. I'm glad you guys won. But on the flip side, you have 4 wins against non-Division I opponents and only 1 win against a Division I opponent. Utah Valley, I'm sorry that I have to point that out, but that's the case. Chris Jan said after last weekend he still got guys that could shoot it, they could put it in the hole, and that they just need to do that. Well, they shot nearly 60% all weekend and show that they can put the ball in the hole. So we'll see if this is, if this is the Aggie team that we expected. Like I said, my internet keeps going in and out. I don't know why. It's probably what's making this bad. I wish it wasn't. I apologize. I'm still trying to work these kinks out. Anyways, but perhaps this is the Aggie team that we thought it would be, that everybody thought on paper. So we'll see. But anyways, thanks for checking in. Have a great weekend. Aggie fans, I'm happy for you. But never, ever, ever doubt your team. I'm sorry, I'm going to point that out right now. Last night was embarrassing with how negative you were towards your team. I don't care if, do you expect them to win every game. Still, don't be so negative on your team. They've been through a ton. They've had to deal with a lot all season long. All these teams have. Cheer your teams regardless of what's going on. Be happy for them. Encourage them rather than, oh, we suck or we're awful or we're this. Come on, peeps. Be better than that. Again, have a good night, everybody. Look forward to doing these live streams more. And be safe this weekend.